What is going on, everybody? This is Mike from the Last Corvette. So this is part two. I'm going to try to keep it somewhat simple of how to remove or replace your center air dam on your C6 Corvette. Now, one of the things I couldn't show you guys because I had to source them were these little push pins, okay? So this is a push pin unlocked. This is how you would install it and also uninstall it. And then this is how the same push pin will look when it's actually clipped in place. As you can see, this right here, this tab, this retainer gets expanded when you push this center button in. Now, when you're sourcing them, you can purchase them anywhere. Advanced Auto Parts, O'Reilly's. Just make sure that this outer diameter is the same as the one that you removed, and this width is the same, and the length, because they do make them for various applications. Now, these push pins are found all over the map on different cars. They're not really brand specific. Some of your body clips and body retainers will be, like for Ford, GM, European, Asian vehicles, but these are somewhat universal. So just follow these simple kind of instructions and you'll be able to replace them just fine. Now, the key and the reason I did the video, besides the point that my center air dam was ripped, is of course it serves a purpose to cool your vehicle, to force the air up the radiator as you're traveling across a road. It's anything literally over 40-50 miles an hour, like on a highway. It literally scoops up the air and forces the air through your radiator. And then you got the two outer trim pieces, and that's where those push pins will go. Basically, they'll connect the outer trim pieces to the center air dam. And but if you start looking for instructions, there's really not much out there. It's just people say it's a struggle. And if you look under the vehicle, like I showed you guys in my first video, all you really see is 3 screws that are M10s, and then you got a couple of push pins, and people will remove those and it doesn't come out because it's wedged, and you still have 2 inner push pins. So you have to drop the 5 screws driven by a 7mm socket, and the top ones are 10mm socket. Then once you do that, you'll be able to peel back the bottom of your bumper like I showed in the video, reach in, and these push pins on the fork side or on the tab side that I showed you guys will be actually facing like this. They'll be sitting like this. So this button is going to be facing the ground. You'll be able to get in there with a trim tool, a small screwdriver, maybe even your nails, and pop it open and get it out of the way. And then what you do is you pull on your center air dam out and then rotate it 90, and then you'll probably have to obviously pull on the lower side of the bumper or the fascia to give it a little bit of room so it falls out. And then when you install it, bring it in basically in a horizontal position, and then flip it 90 into a vertical position. And like I said, it'll find itself. You might have to move it side to side, but those tabs on the inner on the inner side of your center dam will fit right over the radiator support, and it'll just line up. And when you know you're in position, your lower portion of the bumper will kind of snap back into place, and so will all of the holes, or the retainers will line up with the openings in the center dam itself. And then from there, just don't be like me. Jack up the vehicle, put it on car rams, and make your life easier. I kind of struggle a little bit, but even with the struggle, it only took me about maybe 25-30 minutes. The hardest part was just getting the thing in. Like I said, the easiest thing is you bring it in like so, and then you rotate it in. And I was working by myself, so I was kind of like prying on the lower side of the bumper. But it's not a big deal, and now it's done. It's been sitting in my garage for like 3 months, and honestly didn't have time to actually get in there and do it. So anyway, hopefully that helps. The push pins I just showed you, and if you have any further questions, just leave a comment and I'll reply. Talk to you guys later.